Hello, everyone. So I just want to talk about this, and it's been talked about for the last 70 years at this point. And literally every week you hear us up and about this. And that's to do with Cavan to Dublin bus, the 109, or the 109X2. Now, a lot of people are not happy, particularly in the morning. And there's many different things to cover here, but just bear with me for a second. But the first thing is, in some cases, the bus doesn't turn up at all. It just disappears. It just doesn't turn up. And people are left waiting for hours before there's another bus, etc. And that has happened many times. And then there was no explanation. There was one time it happened. Nobody came out to explain there was no bus coming. Everyone was just left to wait and wait and wait and wait until the other bus turned up to collect them. The one that was scheduled after the other bus to come. And of course, a lot of people missed hospital appointments. A lot of people missed, in some cases, they missed planes. I think it was one passenger that missed a plane because of it, because he was getting a bus into the city centre and then on to Dublin Airport. But yeah, huge amount of issues there, and of course, particularly in the morning, and particularly home in the evening, not so much during the day, but when it comes to the morning and the evening, a lot of people be going up to work, of course, going up to the hospital, checkups, etc. And the bus is usually packed. Like in some cases, people had to stand all the way to Dublin because there was no place on the bus for them. And it's disgraceful because, especially in the morning and in the evening time when you know there's going to be a lot of people, even though they're double deckers, you think they would put on a second bus. You think they would. Like, you think they would put on a second bus too, especially if they know that one double decker bus is full. You think they would say, yeah, we should probably put on two buses in the morning. Particularly when they know it's being used. It's not like they're going to lie idle and be doing nothing. But they are being used. They're being used very regularly in the morning. As I said, they're full up in some cases in the morning, going from Cavan to Dublin. And even some cases going from Dublin to Cavan. Yes, it is full. And the other thing about the top, just when I'm here, is the airport bus going from Donegal through Cavan to Dublin Airport. That is a very small bus. It should be a double decker bus. It should be, but it isn't. But the thing about this is that so many people are very fucking fed up, to put it nicely. I know now the political language, but they're very fucking fed up with it because let's be fair, Cavan doesn't have a train. It'd be different if they had a train. So the only way for somebody who doesn't have a car, etc., doesn't want to drive up to Dublin is get a bus. There's no such thing as a train, or there's no such thing as any other transport they get up, basically. And I think it's disgusting that in 2026, in County Cavan, there's not one train going up to Dublin in all of County Cavan. It doesn't make any sense, and I don't know why they got rid of it. There used to be a train years ago from Cavan to Dublin, but now in 2036, when the country's the richest country in the world, no way, we can't do that. Impossible. But yeah, they should do it. That would save a lot of the hassle. Because even the other thing with the 109X, so many people were late. They got the 109X, but they were holed up in traffic in Virginia. So it's just all over the fucking place, transport in Cavan. It's a fucking farce, to be totally honest. It is a farce. And it's disgrace because, again, this is not like only after happening yesterday. This is happening for the last probably 10 years. And, nothing's been done about it in the nicest possible way. Nothing's been done about it. But it's all just a joke. It really, really is. It's all just a joke because they are making a lot of money on it. Like, it's not like they're getting up for nothing. Now, some people do have cards, like older people and stuff, have travel cards, etc. But the majority of people have to pay for their ticket, etc., going up and down to Dublin. So it's not really fair on them that they're paying for the luxury of buses to act the cunt, etc. And not turn up in some cases and to stand on the roof if necessary because there's no place in seats, etc. But, they're paying for the luxury. It's not like they're getting on for nothing and the government are paying for it. Maybe for the economic migrants, but not for the Irish people in a lot of cases. Because the majority of people using these buses are Irish people. But yeah, it's just a joke and it has to be fixed. It really, really does. Because it is a farce. Because especially because I see so many people. I see it every week. I see it literally once every week. Either the bus doesn't turn up or the bus is full and nobody can get on it. And it's just a joke. It's sad to see people who have things planned, what they get the places, are paying for the luxury of going up, and they can't go up to Dublin to do their business, go to work, etc. That has happened. I've even seen just 2 weeks ago. I remember seeing a young woman, and I happened just to see it on Facebook, like literally upset about it, very, very upset, because she couldn't get up to see how she was going up to the hospital to visit. I think it was a friend in hospital that had surgery. It was in the Mater Hospital, and she couldn't get up that morning because she was planning to go that evening, and she was late going to see him in the hospital because she couldn't get the bus in the morning because the bus was full. And it's disgraceful because she was very upset about it, and rightly so. When when somebody's having an operation or relative is in the hospital for sickness, illness, etc., you're bound to upset you. Really is bound to upset you. Something small like that, even though it's minor for some people, it's bound to upset you. It's bound to get to you. And I understand that. And I think everybody does that. But the fact of the matter, Bus Éireann doesn't seem to care, and the Department of Transport doesn't seem to give a shit. And other TDs and senators and councillors don't seem to care either, to be really and say. Because if they had to put up with it, my God, there'd be something done in 5 minutes. But anyway, let me know what you think. Subscribe for more, and bye.